So finally in 2:13, and we're going to go to 2:17, Laocoon and his sons are devoured by the snakes, and Virgil continues the narrative, saying, "And first, each snake, each serpent, having embraced the small bodies of the two sons, enfolds them, entwines them, and feeds upon their miserable limbs, their pitiable limbs, with a bite. Afterwards, the man himself, Laocoon, going for help and bearing arms, they snatch up, they grab. So they grab the man himself and they bind him, they tie him up with their huge coils, their huge spirals. So this Agmene Kerto, right? They attack Laocoon, or they head towards Laocoon by a deliberate course. And first they attack his sons, and this is in recognition to the version of the myth that Laocoon, in being punished by whatever deity, whether it's Apollo with some myths, or here Neptune, Minerva, but in one version of the myth, he is forced to watch these snakes devour his sons, and then he himself is spared, so that he spends his life with that image and suffering because of the death of his sons that he knows that he caused. So they attack his sons first, and the verbiage in the word order is again very serpentine, pun intended. We've got the parva all the way down here matching corpora, the duorum matching the natorum. So we have a synchesis here, but it's split by the two lines, and then the serpens, and then the wonderful enjambment of implicat down here. We don't get the main verb, even though we get the participle here, but we don't get that main verb until the beginning of that next line. And then a rather more standard poetic phrasing, adjective and then noun with the verb and the phrase, the prepositional phrase, the ablative of means here in the middle. So the post responds to the primum, right? First this happens, and then afterwards this happens. And Virgil doesn't waste any time, even though we have the great enjambment here again, here corripiunt, to echo implicat. This entire line is Laocoon. So bringing the focus back to the main character, the man himself. He's going for help, and he's bearing weapons, bearing spears, but they grab him. So the anticipation that's built up here in his action is immediately stopped with corripiunt and ligant in their huge spirals.